Welcome back to Six Survival Diaries. As you all know, it's Velvet, and this episode will be referred to as A Stranger Walked Up to Me and Somehow Knew Who I Was. Some mysteries stay with you for a few days. Others stick around for years. This happened to me more than 25 years ago, and I still don't have an explanation. I've replayed that afternoon in my head more times than I can count. I've looked at it from every angle. I've even wondered if I was forgetting something. But every time, I end up right back where I started, confused. Because sometimes life gives you answers when you aren't even looking for them. And sometimes it leaves you with a question and never bothers giving you the answer. This was one of those moments. Let's go all the way back to around the year 2000. I was 8, maybe 9 months pregnant with my second child. And if you've ever been that pregnant, you already know. Getting comfortable didn't exist. Sleeping? Forget it. Putting on shoes? You'd swear somebody turned it into an Olympic event. The baby was doing gymnastics. My feet were swollen. My back was aching. And all I wanted that afternoon was some good Jamaican food. That's it. No drama, just food. So my boyfriend and I headed to a Jamaican restaurant near Weston Road and Finch. Back then, it was one of those places where the food was worth every minute of the wait. The second you opened the door, the smell hit you. Jerk chicken, rice and peas, festival, curry. You know those restaurants where everybody's pretending to wait patiently, but every time the kitchen door opens, the whole lineup turns their head? That was us. We placed our order, and since it wasn't ready yet, we stepped outside to wait. Cars pulling into the plaza, people coming and going. Just another ordinary afternoon. Looking back, that's what surprises me the most. Nothing felt different. No warning. No little voice telling me something strange was about to happen. If someone had told me I'd still be thinking about that afternoon 26 years later, I would have laughed. My boyfriend and I were just standing there talking. Honestly, I don't even remember what we were talking about. Probably the baby. Maybe how much longer the food would take. I couldn't tell you, because none of it mattered after what happened next. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a man walking across the parking lot. At first, I didn't think anything of it. I figured he was heading to his car. But then, he kept coming, straight toward us. His eyes never left me. I remember thinking, maybe he knows my boyfriend. That would have made perfect sense. Maybe they'd worked together. Maybe they grew up in the same neighborhood. So I kept looking at his face, trying to place him. Nothing. Then he stopped, only a few feet away. He looked me right in the eyes and said my full name. Not "excuse me," not "can I ask you something?" My full name. I stared at him, hoping something would click. Nothing did. Then I made the mistake that completely changed the conversation. I answered him, "Yeah?" The second I did, his expression changed. Whatever doubt he had before disappeared. He pointed at me, took a step closer, and accused me of spreading an extremely personal rumor about him. I'll keep the details respectful, but it was so oddly specific that my brain completely froze. Not because I felt guilty, because I couldn't understand why he thought I even knew him. You ever walk into the middle of a movie and everybody already knows what's happening except you? That was me. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. My boyfriend's looking at both of us. And somewhere inside my very pregnant brain, I'm still thinking, Lord, I hope my jerk chicken isn't getting cold while all this foolishness is going on. Priorities. My boyfriend finally spoke. Brother, I don't know who told you that, but you've got the wrong person. She doesn't know you. I've never even heard her mention your name. But the man wasn't listening. He wasn't trying to figure out whether there'd been a misunderstanding. He'd already decided I was guilty. Have you ever talked to somebody and halfway through realized they aren't listening to understand? They're listening to prove themselves right. That's exactly what this felt like. So I finally said, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because I didn't. I'd never seen this man before. Never spoken to him. Nothing. At this point, I'm standing there, 8 or 9 months pregnant, wondering why this complete stranger picked today, of all days, to confront me. By then, my feet hurt. My back hurt. The baby was treating my ribs like a jungle gym. And honestly, all I wanted was my food. I was not solving Scooby-Doo mysteries that afternoon. Eventually, he realized he wasn't getting the reaction he'd expected. He looked at both of us, shook his head, mumbled something under his breath, and walked away. Just like that. No apology, no explanation, nothing. My boyfriend and I just stood there. I looked at him. He looked at me. Both of us had the exact same expression. What just happened? I asked him, do you know that man? He looked at me like I'd completely lost it. No. Then we did what anyone would have done. We tried to explain it. Maybe he'd mistaken me for someone else. Maybe somebody had used my name. Whatever the explanation, none of it fit. The funny part, we finally got our food, and I don't remember a single bite of it. Imagine craving something all day, finally getting it, and then spending the whole meal replaying a conversation with a stranger. That man stole my appetite. And if you've ever been pregnant, you know that's saying something. Now here's what still amazes me. More than 25 years have passed. I've raised my children, worked different jobs, met thousands of people. And every now and then, that afternoon still pops into my head. Not because it frightened me, not because I'm angry, because I still don't have an answer. Some people believe every mystery gets solved. I don't. I think some moments simply become question marks. You carry them with you. You think about them every once in a while. And eventually, you accept that you may never know. Maybe he had the wrong woman. Maybe somebody used my name. Maybe I reminded him of someone else. Or maybe there's an explanation I'll simply never hear. Whatever the reason, I hope he eventually found the person he was actually looking for. Because it definitely wasn't me. Life has taught me something. Not every question gets an answer. Sometimes, all you can do is tell the story, learn what you can, and move forward. Maybe that's the lesson. Some mysteries aren't meant to be solved. They're simply meant to be remembered. And if you've got a story you'd like to share, you can always send it to the email in the description. Names, details, and identities can always be changed to keep everything completely anonymous. Because sometimes the stories people carry silently are the ones people need to hear the most. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you can stay connected for all future stories. With episode 27, I thought I was helping a stranger. I was actually walking into a setup. Releasing August 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Real stories, real survival, real people.